What's going on, MJ traders and investors? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today is Thursday, March 21st. Hope you're doing awesome. And in this video, we're going to take a look at MSOS ETF. We're going to do some charting, some technical analysis. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. But as always, this is not financial advice. You should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. Also, spoiler alert, there is a bullish continuation pattern on deck. It's a bull flag that confirmed today, and the target for that is $11.30. I'll show everybody in just a moment what we're looking at, but full disclosure, I do own MSOS in my MJ portfolio. If you haven't seen my MJ portfolio 2024 update, I give my entire MJ holdings and percentages as well of each weighting in my portfolio. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. Also, you can give us a follow over on X, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be hanging out there a lot lately. It's now my platform of choice going forward. So I really do appreciate, love each and every one of you who's supported me along the way. Also, I posted a video. Wow, this is 2 weeks ago now. I said, what comes first, $6 or $12? And the price was at $9, so it was $3 away from each. And it was a great time to really get a vibe from the community to see what everybody thought was going to happen. And then I ran a poll on X as well, but there was 114 votes just on the community tab. If you go to the Pow Group YouTube channel, click on community, scroll down. This was the poll here. So what comes first, $6, $12? I was in the camp of saying $6. A lot of people were saying, the majority, 61%, said $12 and 39% said $6. And generally, the masses is usually wrong, right? So it's not to gloat or to say I told you so or anything like that. It's just to look at what most retail investors think. And when we're going a certain direction, most people think we're going to up only. And if we're going down, and that's the direction that we've been trending, most people think we're never going to go back up ever again, right? So I want to always take that contrarian approach. But in this video, I mentioned that I said, I don't think that we're going to $5. I don't think that we're going to go below $5. And for the last, many months, I've been saying anything at $5 and below on MSOS is a screaming buy. And there was multiple times. I think there was like 3 times. We'll just bring up the chart here real quick before I show this bullish continuation pattern. But if we take a look at the monthly time frame, actually we'll go to the weekly because it's a little bit easier to see. But you can see here, right there, $5. Another one underneath $5. We hit 478, and then another one here at 492. So after that HHS recommendation, if you didn't add there, you had another opportunity, right? But again, people don't like buying when it's on sale. It's weird. In the stock market, it's like the only place that people don't want to discount, which for whatever reason. But if we take a look at the daily time frame here, this is the bullish continuation pattern that I was mentioning. We did confirm it today, and we'll take a deeper look into that here in just a moment. But I wanted to just go back to my train of thought here that I was saying in this video that I didn't think we were going to go to $5 or below. I said more than likely the bottom is going to be somewhere in the low 7s or high 6s. And when I say what comes first, $6 or $12, I didn't mean $6 right on the money, right? A lot of people were saying, oh, you said it was going to $5 or $6. I was like, no, that's not what I said. If you look at the thumbnail and you think you understand the video, that's not the purpose of these videos. I make a video, it was 12 minutes in length, over 12 minutes. And if you're not watching the entire video and just reading a thumbnail, then you're really just not getting the point, right? And you may as well not even comment at all or think you know what I'm talking about at all, because I dedicate, a video every single day, sometimes multiple videos every single day, and I give my thoughts and opinions. And in order for you to really understand where I'm coming from and my thesis and my thought process, you need to absorb all the information. If you don't have time to watch all the videos, you can speed it up to 2x or 1.5x speed. But essentially, I know I talk fast, so I dare you to try it on 2x. But in that video, I said high 6s, low 7s was more than likely going to be where the bottom would be. And something that is coming close is Florida. So we should find out whether or not Florida is going to be on the ballot by April 1st. So realistically, from today, we're looking at just a week and a half away or so. So I think this is the near-term catalyst that we're going to see, and this more than likely could be in anticipation of that. This move today with MSOS. Up, I think at the close about 8%, a little over 8%, up about 11%, a little over that from the low of the day today. And then we also had Vice President Kamala Harris about a week ago tells DEA to reschedule MJ as quickly as possible at White House meeting with pardon recipients. So again, the writing is on the wall. We're more than likely going to get Florida. We're more than likely going to get rescheduling at some point this year. And like I said, I think the most likely scenario is Schedule 3 approved by DEA. And then the most likely timeline would be between now and the end of April. Could be, sometime, maybe it goes to June or July, a couple of months after that. But I think, the charts are saying it's more than likely going to happen at some point between now and the end of April. If it's a couple of months after that, who cares? But I think that's the most likely time frame. And then we'll see. But we also have Pennsylvania. We also have rescheduling. I already mentioned rescheduling. I meant safer banking. So that's been gaining traction. A lot of people are thinking that's going to happen this year as well. And I've been on record to say that I think the most likely scenario is that, remember, nothing happens without the big financial institutions, the hedge funds, right? The Wall Street banks. So the JP Morgans, the Morgan Stanley, the Goldman Sachs of the world. So what's more than likely going to happen is those banks probably there's probably not going to be any meaningful reform until we get rescheduling, right? So we get rescheduling to Schedule 3 as an incremental approach. I think they'll do that. Then they'll get safer banking in place, safe banking, and then they'll uplist to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, and then we'll go to full-blown descheduled from the CSA, from the Controlled Substances Act, right? So I think most likely scenario, we're rescheduling to Schedule 3, then safe banking, uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, and then we get descheduling over the next couple of years, right? And it'll be treated the same as alcohol and tobacco. So I think that's the most likely scenario. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with me, disagree with me. I always love hearing your thoughts and opinions as well. Even if we don't agree, we can all be civil and we can all be friends, and we can just share our opinions and points of view and come to the most likely scenario. That's really all it's about whenever it comes to investing, right? Just trying to get to the most likely scenario and have an edge when it comes to the market and kind of taking that forward-looking approach, right? But as I mentioned, we're a daily bull flag today. We actually confirmed, so we had our low, high, the bounce. Generally, bull flags are bullish continuation patterns, so we were in a daily downtrend and we were consolidating on the weekly time frame. And I mentioned that we had a lot of room before we had support. So we had no support all the way down until 599, and the high there at 1064 double top. Actually, I said we could pull back about 43%. Well, we pulled back about a little over 31%, and then we started the weekly bounce. So that's why I said don't be surprised we pull back 20-30%, because we could pull back 43% and still be in a weekly uptrend. And we got our weekly high or low established now. The weekly bounce is underway. And then if we look at the daily time frame here, you can see when we're looking at the daily time frame or any time frame, if you're looking at a bull flag, generally you want to be in a daily uptrend. So you want to, or whatever time frame you're on, you want to be in an uptrend, because bull flags are bullish continuation patterns. But in this instance, we did confirm a daily uptrend. So we want to see, we have more conviction when we're already in a daily uptrend, but we did confirm the daily uptrend today. So we had our low there at 730, which again, I said the low is probably going to come in the low 7s, high 6s, and we hit 730. So that'd be low 7s, right? And then from there, we went all the way up to 950. So we have our low, high, higher low, and then today a higher high as well. So from the low of the day today, we were up to the high of the day today. We're up about 11.3%. So this is looking really, really good. We confirmed the daily uptrend today. Weekly bounce is underway as well. And we confirmed a daily bull flag with a break of 950 resistance. So you have our low, high, higher low, held the 0.32 fib there at 865. As long as that held, it was a potential daily bull flag and bullish continuation pattern. And then you take your measured move from the low to the high, move it out to your 0.382 fib there, and it says we're targeting about 1130. So right now we are about 15% away. So we could still see about 15% of upside from here. And if that is the case, we would break our double top there at 1064, and we would break to a higher high. We're also in a monthly uptrend for the first weekly uptrend, daily uptrend, daily, weekly, and monthly uptrend. And this is the first time in history that this ETF had confirmed a monthly uptrend. So we have our low, high, higher low, and higher high, another higher low. If you didn't add on this higher low, you had another opportunity here as well. And we could be gearing up for the first ever monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. This time definitely is different in my opinion, because this is the first time in history we confirmed a monthly uptrend. And over the next few months, we could see EMA 12 and 26 bull cross on the monthly time frame. So this is looking really, really good here at the moment. So like I said, if we can get over 1064, we have EMA 26 there at 1263, and then our daily bull flag of 1130. So this is looking really, really good in my opinion. If we take a look at the weekly time frame here as well, we're back above the 10-week moving average. This is a very bullish chart at the moment. We're very close to seeing a stochastic and a MACD bull cross. So we want to see that cross into the end of the week here. We've only got one day left in the week tomorrow. The S&P 500 is very strong as well. It had a weekly bull flag of 521, and today it actually hit, 523. So if we go to the weekly, so MSOS is a daily bull flag, and SPY was a weekly bull flag. And you can see here we had our low, high, higher low, held 450.32 fib, and then you take your measured move from the low to the high, and boom, exactly what we were expecting. Somewhere, let me just move that down a little bit. Somewhere around 521, and we actually hit 524. So sometimes we overshoot, sometimes we undershoot, but we knew SPY was a weekly bull flag, and it's looking really, really good here. And then, like I said, on the daily time frame, MSOS is a very similar setup, only it's on the daily where we're looking at the bull flag. So we're looking to see this continuation follow through, and it's looking really good here on the weekly time frame. Like I said, if we can see these, this MACD and stochastic cross bullish here into tomorrow, and then close over that 10-week moving average at 916, momentum is going to really increase. And look at this, we're back above all of our weekly moving averages, the 50 and the 100. That's the 200 isn't established yet due to lack of trading history, but you can see here we're gearing up for a weekly 50 and 100 bull cross, which also would be the first in history. So hard to find a more bullish chart right now at the moment. I think MJ is going to be a massive play, probably the best play in 2024 and 2025. Maybe some altcoins and crypto are going to see some bigger gains, but you know, once big tech, AI, crypto enters a bear market, I think MJ could really steal the show, and it could be the best performing sector, as it's been one of the worst performing sectors in the everything bubble of 2022 to 2024, right? Really, ever since March 2020, we've just been in raging bull mode, and MJ had that brief, had that pretty face melting rally, in February 2021, but as we know, it's been a brutal 3+ year bear market. So we're back above all of the daily moving averages as well, and guess what? We had the first ever golden cross on the daily time frame with the 50-day below the 200-day. So a lot of first time things happening on this chart right now. And like I said, we're back above all of our daily moving averages, all of our weekly moving averages. And if we can see that daily bull flag follow through to 1130, this is going to look really, really good. And we could see that 50 and 100 weekly bull cross, which would be very bullish over the next few months as well. And again, that would be the first time in history. So lots of history being made here with MSOS ETF. I hold a very large position. I'm up, I think, almost 100% on my position as I've been dollar cost averaging, but it's looking really, really good. I'm excited for the catalyst that we have upcoming. We have Germany coming online. That vote is expected by April 1st. I think they're going to remove it from their Controlled Substances Act, and I think the most likely scenario is that the US does that as well. But we have the first pillar, then we have for nonprofit, then we have for profit, more than likely going to be the second pillar in Germany sometime in 2025. That's going to be huge. It's going to create that domino effect in the EU. Others will follow suit. And then it's just going to be game theory playing out, right? Once one goes, they all go. Once one state goes, they all go. We know Pennsylvania, Florida, Ohio. We have rescheduling, safer banking, MJ Act up for review here in Canada with expected spring release, and a percentage excise tax shift on the horizon as well, potentially, where they could potentially, I think it was said about 10% excise tax, which would drive a lot more revenue to the bottom line. So this is looking really, really good. So many catalysts lining up. There's never been a better time to be investing in this space, in my opinion. So very grateful to be here, experiencing it, and on this journey with you all. But going to end it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. Hope you have a great night, and we'll see you again on the next video.